In this category of problems, we shall use trigonometric substitution to solve the problem. For example, imagine I have integral 1 upon x square root of x square minus 1 dx. Now, you cannot apply any method that you have learned before to do this problem. The reason behind it is there is derivative of x square minus 1 is not present. Previously, whatever inside the root we put as t because derivative was there. Suppose there was an x, suppose the problem was x upon x square into root of x square minus 1. Then we could have put x square minus 1 as t square and done the problem. But since the x is not present, derivative is not present, what we do is we apply trigonometric substitution. We will put x such a way that the square root gets removed. So if I put x as sec theta, this will become sec square theta minus 1, which will turn to tan theta. So then I will be able to integrate it. So let's have a look at this, how we go about. So when you take the derivative dx is sec theta tan theta d theta. So the integral I will become sec theta tan theta d theta divided by, instead of x, sec square theta into root of sec square theta minus 1. This becomes sec theta tan theta d theta divided by sec square theta into tan theta. So I can cancel off this both. I can cancel this. I am left with only cos theta, whose integral is sin theta plus c. Now I can bring it back to x. I need to bring it back to x. My substitution was x equal to sec theta. So I need to convert this into, this means from this I can say, one method of doing this is, I will make a triangle. The easiest way of converting sin theta in terms of using x is, I have got sec theta is x. So cos theta is 1 by x. So cos theta is adjacent side upon hypotenuse. So this become x square minus 1. So sin theta is opposite side by hypotenuse. So instead of this sin theta, I can write root of x square minus 1 upon x plus c. This way I can easily simplify this integral. So whenever we have square root without derivative of the term being present, whenever there, if suppose x was there in numerator, I could have substituted x square minus 1 as t or t square. But if the derivative is not present, we ask the question, which trigonometric ratio should I replace in place of x, so that I get a perfect square formula of trigonometry, so that the square root can be removed. And once the square root is removed, you can simplify and differentiate. Now I am going to give you the list of functions. Suppose imagine there was an a square here. Suppose there was an a square here. Then what I would have done is, I would have put x as a sec theta. Then naturally a square will become common. The constant can be removed outside and done the problem. So I am going to now show you different cases what substitution should be done. We shall discuss in all these cases what method should we adopt for substitution or simplification. If suppose I have a term root of a square minus x square coming, naturally if I put x as a sin theta, even if I put x as a cos theta, this will work. In fact, you should try out whether a sin theta is better, a cos theta is better according to the problem. But both it will work. When you have a square plus x square, you will put x as a tan theta. We have done this in derivatives also, inverse trigonometric function. To simplify it, to remove the root, if I replace x by a tan theta, naturally a square will become common and 1 plus tan square theta will become sec square theta. Here you will put x as a sec theta, because sec square theta minus 1 is tan square theta. You need both plus as well as minus. There is only one formula which has got both plus and minus. So x will be put as a cos theta, because we can apply 1 plus cos theta as 2 cos square theta by 2, and 1 minus cos theta can be put as 2 sin square theta by 2. So you will be able to apply both if I replace x as a cos theta, this two formula can simplify this. When you have, this is almost same, only difference is instead of a it will be a square. So in fact you are putting x square as a square cos square theta, which means you will be putting x as a cos theta, so that when you replace x square by a square cos square theta, x by a square cos theta, a square will become common and 1 plus cos theta and 1 minus cos theta will come inside it. Here you will put x as again a tan square theta. If you put x as a tan square theta, when you a become common, 1 plus tan square theta is sec square theta, and this a can be replaced by tan square theta. So I think this should be x, not a. X should be replaced by a tan square theta, so that a will get cancelled and you will be able to get a perfect answer. Same thing here, you x a minus x it is. You can see here a square minus x square, you put a sin theta. So here x you will put as a sin square theta. So that when you take a common, 1 minus sin square will come here. This both you need to put x as a sin square theta plus b cos square theta. This is very interesting problem. When you replace x by a sin square theta plus b cos square theta, this gets very easily simplified and you will get your answer without much problem. We'll try out the problem, then you will understand. So these are the important substitutions. All are based on, see, the first one is based on 1 minus sin square theta is cos square theta. Everything is based on the formula. This is based on 1 plus tan square theta is sec square theta. This is based on sec square theta minus 1 is tan square theta. This is based on 1 plus cos theta and 1 minus cos theta. This again based on the same formula. This is again based on 1 plus tan square theta is sec square theta. This is based on 1 minus sin square theta is cos square theta. This one, of course, 1 minus sin square and 1, you can see if I replace a here, a minus sin square, it will look like this. X minus a will become a sin square theta minus a plus b cos square theta. This will be your first bracket here. Second bracket will be a sin square theta plus b cos square theta minus b. If you take a minus a common, this will change to cos square. If you take a minus b common, it will change to sin square, and the a minus b will become common and cos 2 theta will come inside it. So that's the benefit of taking it in this manner. If you put x as a sin square and b as cos square theta, this can be simplified much easier. We will see in the problem. You have seen here a square plus x square. Derivative of this is not present. So naturally trigonometric substitution to be applied. And 1 plus tan square theta is sec square theta. So naturally x will be put as a tan theta. So dx will be a sec square theta d theta. So let's replace it and see what happens to the integral. So I will become a sec square theta d theta divided by root of a square plus a square tan square theta the whole cube. This became a sec square theta d theta divided by root of a square into 1 plus tan square theta the whole cube. Now this became sec square theta. So a sec square theta divided by a square sec square theta the whole square and the whole cube. I interchange the square root and cube. So square root and square will get cancelled. A sec square theta, now a square root is a cube, sec cube theta, d theta. Again this changes to cos theta. And 1 by a square outside. So it changes to 1 by a square cos theta, which changes to 1 by a square sin theta plus c. Now I can need to replace sin theta in terms of x and a. So I make a triangle here. I make this as theta. Tan theta is x by a. So x over here, a over here. Hypotenuse became x square plus a square. So what will be the sin theta here? So sin theta is x upon root of x square plus a square. So my final answer became 1 by a square x divided by root of a square plus x square. Yeah, x square plus a square, anything will do. This becomes the answer. This is how we can easily solve a trigonometric substitution. Here we'll put x as 1 minus sine square theta is cos square theta. This should come in your mind. So naturally I'll be putting x as a sine theta. So dx became a cos theta d theta. So the integral I will become root of a square minus a square sine square theta divided by a square sine square theta into a cos theta d theta. So this became integral root of a square into 1 minus sine square theta divided by a square sine square theta into a cos theta d theta. Finally, this became cos square theta, so a cos theta into a cos theta divided by a sine square theta d theta. So a square will get cancelled. So it will end up in cot square theta d theta. Now what is the integral of cos square? We do not have direct formula for cot square, but we can make it into cosec square theta minus 1. So cosec square theta minus 1 into d theta. Now it is possible for me to integrate integral of cosec square theta minus cot theta, integral of 1 theta plus c. Now what I can do? I need to change into cot theta. Theta can be written as sine theta is x by a. So theta is sine inverse x by a. So I will make a triangle here. Sine theta is x by a, opposite side, hypotenuse. So root of a square minus x square will be the adjacent side. And I can say cot theta is adjacent side upon opposite side. So minus root of a square minus x square upon x minus theta can be written as sine inverse x by a plus c. This becomes my final answer. This is how we can easily and simply integrate this function. This problem can be done in two ways. One easy method is just rationalize it, root of a minus x into root of a minus x upon x into root of a minus x. So this will become a minus x upon root of ax minus x square. So this is similar to lx plus m upon root of ax square plus bx plus c. So this is one option that you have. You can also do this by putting x as 1 minus sine square theta is cos square theta. So a sine square theta. This is also one method. So dx became a into 2 sine theta cos theta d theta. Now I will substitute in it root of a minus a sine square theta divided by a sine square theta into 2a sine theta cos theta d theta. So this will become root of a cos square theta divided by a sine square theta into 2a sine theta cos theta d theta. This sine a got cancelled, root sine square and sine got cancelled. So 2a into cos square theta d theta becomes your final statement. This is square root and square went away. Now you can integrate this by writing it as 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2. This is a method that we apply whenever cos square theta comes. 2 will get cancelled. So now my integral became a is a constant. Integral of 1 with respect to theta, so theta. Integral of cos 2 theta, that is sine 2 theta by 2 plus c. Now I need to make it back to x. So first of all, I have with me sine square theta is x by a. So I can write sine theta is root of x by a. So I can make a triangle. Opposite side, if this is theta, root x, root a, root of a minus x. And theta is sine inverse x root x by a. And I'll write this as 2 sine theta cos theta divided by 2 plus c. So finally this answer I can write it as A sine inverse root x by A plus sine theta is root x by A. Cos theta is root A minus x upon root A plus C. So let me write a little more neatly. A sine inverse root x by A plus root of x into A minus x upon A plus C. This A is common to both the answers. So A sine inverse root x by A plus root of ax minus x square plus C becomes your final answer.